from Daisy Montessori School. Today we have come here to learn our letter sounds. Right? So we are going, as you can see, we have the capital letters as well as the small letter. It's also called as a lowercase letter sound. So we are going to review each letter sound one by one. Right? So the first letter, this is letter A. A is the letter and A is the sound. Can you see? This is the lowercase letter A. So the action for the letter sound A and the sound A is A. So A as in apple, A as in arrow, A as in anchor. All these words begin with the letter sound A. Right. So now let's move to the next letter sound. The letter is B. B is the letter, and here comes B is the sound. It's the letter B and it makes the sound B. The action for B is B. Like you play the bat and ball, you make the action of a bat and a ball. So similar words which starts with the letter sound B. B as in banana, B as in bake, baking a cake, and B as in a book. Now move on to the next letter sound. This is the letter C. C is the letter and K is the sound. Here comes the lowercase k. So the symbol or the action for the letter sound k is clicking castanets. Okay, it's like this. It's an instrument used to click the castanets. So k as in caterpillar, k as in crown, or k as in camel. Now we move to the next letter sound. This is the letter D. D is the letter and D is the sound. This is the lowercase d and it makes the sound D. And the action for D is pretend as though you're playing a drum. D, 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 drum. So as I said, D as in drum, D as in duck, and you all love dolls. D as in dolls. Now let's move on to the next letter sound. This is the letter E. E is the letter and the sound is eh. It makes a eh sound. The lowercase eh. For example, eh as in egg. Right? So we move on to the next letter sound. Yes, I forgot to make the action for eh. Do you know how to make an eh sound? Just pretend like you're cracking an egg. Eh. Right, that's right. Now let's move to the next letter sound. F. F is the letter. F is the sound. F. So the action for the letter sound F is, it's as though you're flattening a balloon. F. That's F as in fan, F as in fruit, and F as in flag. Now the next letter sound is G. G is the letter and G is the sound. It makes the G sound. So as you go for washing your hands, when the water gurgles through the sink, you will hear the sound G, G, G. So the action for G is the water gurgling. G. So G as in grapes, G as in goat, G as in gum. So next we move to the next letter sound. That's the H. H is the letter and H is the sound. The action for H is when you're very tired and you keep running for a very long time, you feel tired. So that's when you do. So that's the sound for the letter H. H is the letter, H is the sound. H as in hut, H as in hat, H as in horse. Now comes I. I is the letter, I is the sound. This is a lowercase I and it makes the sound I. I, the action for I is I. I. Okay, now we have some words with the letter sound I. That's an igloo, I as in igloo, I as in ink pot. Or there is another animal which it's called as iguana. Now this is the letter J. J is the letter and J is the sound. It makes the sound J. We all love jelly and jam, right? So you can just pretend as though you're juggling the jelly and jam on a plate. This is the action for J. Okay, J as in jug, J as in jelly, J as in joker. Now this is Mr. K. This is the letter K and it makes the same sound like the C. This also makes the sound K, but we call it as a kicking K, right? So like the action for kicking K is like flying a kite. Just pretend that you're flying a kite. K as in kite, K as in key, K as in king. Now this is L. L is the letter and it makes the sound L. L is nothing like lick a lollipop, right? So how you lick a lollipop, that's the action for L. So L as in lollipop, L as in lemon, L as in leaf. Now next comes the letter M. M is the letter and it makes the sound, the lowercase letter M. As in you're very hungry and your mom and dad are making yummy food for you. So when you eat a yummy food, you say So that's the action for letter M. So as in mother, as in mango, as in monkey. Now the next letter sound is N. N is the letter, is the sound, is the sound. Have you all seen an aeroplane? When the aeroplane is flying, okay, when it's taking out, it makes a loud noise. It goes So just pretend that you all are an aeroplane and make the noise as in noise, as in newspaper, as nest. Now after N it's the letter O. O is the letter and it makes the sound O. You have to open your wide open and say O. O. So the action for O is you pretend like you're switching your lights on and off. So it's O, O, O. It's the letter sound O. O as in octopus, O as in omelette, and O as in on. Now this is the letter P. P is the letter and P is the sound. So P, the action for P is you keep your finger in front of your mouth. P, P. It's like you're blowing your candles. P. And P as in peas, P as in parrot, P as in party, like the birthday parties. Now comes the Q, the letter Q. Q is the letter, Qu is the sound. It makes the sound Qu. Okay, so we don't have an action for the letter sound Qu, right? So we pretend to make it like a queen wearing a crown. So K as in queen, K as in quilt, K as in quill. So the next letter sound is R. R is the letter and is the sound. So the action for the letter sound is Just imagine your puppy pulling a rag. This is how your puppy will pull a rag. So you need to roll your tongue when you say Now the words that has the sound are as in rocket, as in rainbow, as in rain. Now comes the letter S. This is the letter S and it makes the sound like the snake. So the action for the letter sound is pretend to be a snake. As in the switchboard, as in sweet, as in snail. The next letter sound is T. T is the letter and T is the sound. T. We all play tennis, right? So whenever you watch a tennis, when people are playing tennis, your head goes to and fro. You look at this person and then you look at the other person. So the head goes to and fro. So that's the same action we do for T. 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 Okay? So T as in tennis, T as in telephone, T as in tomato. Now this is the letter U. U is the letter and it makes the sound It's the lowercase letter U. It makes the sound as in umbrella, as in urn. Urn is nothing but it similarly looks like a vase. And you go under the table, as in under. Now the next sound is letter V. V is the letter and it makes a V sound. When you say the sound V, you actually bite your lips. Not biting very hard, you just pretend like biting your lips. That's V. V. V as in van, V as in vessel, V as in victory. Now this is letter W, but it makes the sound W. It's the sound W. It's like just pretend as though the wind is blowing. That's the action. W as in whale, W as in wax. The candles are made out of wax. And W as in worms. X. X is the letter and it makes the sound X. Okay, the action for X is X, X, like taking an X-ray. X as in X-ray, X as in Xerox, X as in xylophone. Now the next letter sound is Y. Y is the letter and it makes the sound Y. I know most of the children love to eat yogurt. So you pretend like eating yogurt and the action for Y is Y. Y. You eat the yogurt. Y as in yogurt, Y as in yo-yo, Y as in yawn when you're feeling sleepy. Now the next letter sound is Z, or we also call it as Z. Z is the letter and it makes a sound Z, like the buzzing bees. So you just go Z. This is the action for Z. Z as in zebra, Z as in zoo, Z as in zip. So these are the letter sounds that we learned today, with the sounds and few words that had the letter sounds. So we'll see you again later. Thank you for watching.